Hey everybody, this is Nintendo Hodge, and you're watching Chris, the old ass retro gamer.
Hey everybody, Chris the Old Ass Retro Gamer here, and welcome to another episode in the Licensed Video Game Challenge. Today's day 30, and it's time for some bad news. Been trying to keep this positive. Like I said at the very beginning, that was my goal, was to talk about licensed games in general everyone seems to hate. I'm trying to get the word out there that they're not all bad. But today, got to talk about some poop, and that is my least favorite licensed game ever, and it is a game that I don't currently own. I did back in the day, twice, but I don't know if I ever want to own it again because I dislike it that much. An old classic game for the Atari 2600, Raiders of the Lost Ark. A lot of people will spit all over E.T. the Extraterrestrial as one of the worst games on the Atari 2600, but I don't think that's true. E.T. is easy to figure out. The idea behind E.T. is simple. Find all the phone parts, put them together, go to a specific area, and get taken back to your home planet. It's not cryptic at all. Read the instruction book, it tells you what to do, it's just the game wasn't programmed very well. That was the issue. When it comes to Raiders of the Lost Ark, it is the most cryptic, frustrating, infuriating game I have ever played. When I was a little kid, I don't know why I would keep popping it into my Atari. I must have been a glutton for punishment, or I was just really effing bored. But I would play it thinking, I'll magically figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do in this game, even though the instruction book that tells you absolutely zilch about what's going on and what you're looking at. In the first area, you fall to your death 5 million frickin' times, and there's a random snake that blends into the backgrounds that'll kill you if it touches you.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
And then I'm supposed to pick up this grenade. I'm supposed to know that this little thing down here is a grenade and put it next to a section of wall with absolutely zero cues that I'm supposed to do that, to blow a hole in it so I can get to the Well of Souls scene? No. Like I said, the game tells you absolutely nothing. And I do believe the same dude who programmed E.T. for the Atari programmed Raiders of the Lost Ark as well. Honestly, this feels like the rush job compared to E.T. I know E.T. was done in like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. Raiders of the Lost Ark felt it was made in a day and a half. It doesn't make sense what you're supposed to do. There is nothing telling you what you need to do once you get a certain item. I'm supposed to know that that section of wall is supposed to get blown up. There is nothing that tells you that that needs to happen. I see grenade, I'm like, I should throw it at a bad guy or something. Maybe I'm supposed to use it to kill that fucking snake that keeps coming after me. The only reason I knew that I had to take that grenade and put it by that wall was some random person at school that brought it up one day while we were talking. What? How did you know that? And he said he just experimented. I was like, that is the last thing I would have thought to do with that grenade. There's no way in hell that would have occurred naturally in my thought processes. Okay, so I go home and I do it, and then now what? I can't figure out how to do anything else after that. I gave up. I have never beaten Raiders of the Lost Ark on the Atari 2600. There was no way in hell I was going to put myself through that kind of frustration.
Adios, señor.
You do not need that kind of stress in your life when you are 6 years old. So I would go and play a game that did make sense, like Laser Blast, Asteroids, or Joust, or something like that. Something that was actually fun to play, because Raiders of the Lost Ark was the opposite of fun. Like I said earlier, I don't know why I would keep going back and playing it when it infuriated me every time I would do so. Terrible game that took a really good movie and turned it into dog poop. It just completely squandered the opportunity. I'm not really a fan of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but I will admit the arcade game that was made based on that movie is head and shoulders above Raiders of the Lost Ark. Those memories of childhood anger are actually like flooding back to me as I'm talking about this. I'm actually getting worked up over this, and I shouldn't be.
Whiskey?
Which is why I've never bought a copy of the game in the here and now. I don't want that anywhere near me. Shittiest licensed game ever, period, in my eyes. So there you go. That is day 30. One more video to go. And I'm pretty sure you can guess what tomorrow's topic is going to be based on today's. So, predictable much? Whatevs. My least favorite licensed game of all time. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I spit on thee. I hope you are enjoying this series so far. If you feel up to making your own licensed video game challenge videos, be it a long form version with all the topics in one video, or just broken up the same way that I have done it, feel free. I look forward to seeing anyone do this. It would thrill me beyond belief. And if you don't feel up to something like that, just leave a message in the comments below. Let me know what your least favorite licensed game of all time is. I would love to hear from you. So until tomorrow's final video in the licensed video game challenge, I am Chris, the old ass retro gamer, signing off.